Hello, everyone. So, in today's session of Thoughtful Leaders, we have with us Dr. Tanaji Chauhan. And thank you, sir, for sharing your availability for the interview session on our platform, Collezonia. Sir, can we start with a brief introduction of yours?
Well, good evening, Manish sir. Good evening to all. So, we are basically rural India institutions which is run by Anekant Education Societies, Anekant Institute of Management Studies, Baramati, which is affiliated to Savitribai Phule Pune University, Pune. This institute conducts the MBA 2-year full-time program of master level business administration, which is basically provides professional skills and professional program for rural as well as the we can say semi-urban students in our nearby vicinity.
Okay.
In this MBA program, we are offering the specializations which are offered by university as an affiliation. So here, apart from this MBA program, we are focusing on students' overall development to be a professional and to be a market ready for this.
Okay. Sir, moving on to the next question. What are the latest programs that you are offering in your institute?
In this institute, now we are offering MBA full-time 2 years master degree course in Master of Business Administration affiliated to Savitribai Phule Pune University.
Okay. Sir, what are the factors that make this program the best for the students to opt?
If you ask me factors which are providing good or uniqueness of this program compared to other program, I would like to mention over here the professional skill development is the one of the factor through which MBA students are having a distinctive nature or a uniqueness in the market compared to the other programs. So this program is general, we can say generic for all. It means if we have all students have a technological background, engineering students are also joining this program. Also, commerce students, science students, art students. So this program is shaping the skills and decision-making, communication, overall development of the students for every graduates, we can say. So this is the beauty of this program.
Okay. Sir, what will you say the best practices in the course that you are offering?
As far as best practice is concerned, I would like to mention over here, we have a student-friendly environment over here, and this institute is famous for events. So through this best practice, I would like to quote over here, we are believing that learning by doing. The students are doing, and from this exposure, from this experience, from this realization, students are learning, and that is becoming a lifelong learning for them. So with this, I would like to quote another best practice. Our college or institute is providing platform for the students to connect not only to the corporate, but to connect to the society also. So being a social responsible entity, so students are nurtured their social values and code of ethics through this program. So I think this is the best practices among the students which we are nurturing. Apart from professional education, our institute is nurturing their values and code of conducts, which will be a lifetime asset for them.
Okay. What are some of the valuable insights of the program that you are offering at your institute?
First of all, if we compare this program and insights from this program, This program, even aspirants of this program are also coming here and joining this program with the aspirations of to be a professional from academics to industry. This is one of the transition of the students which is expected by students, and our program is making them industry ready as per their stage of learning, as per their stage of personality. They are changing their attire, their personality, their thinking, their approach, their decision making. So overall, they are developing to be a market ready. So through this program, there are many students coming desire or expectation to be a professional over here in the various specializations like financial management, human resource management, operations and supply chain management, marketing management. So with these various professionals requirement, students are coming here, they are shaping themselves and they are shining in the market.
Okay. Sir, moving on to the next question. How does the program ensures that the students are being prepared for the future?
Sorry?
So my question is, how does the program ensures that the students are being prepared for the future?
We have concurrent evaluation system, CCE. So in this concurrent evaluation system, program is being evaluated continuously. So with this continuous evaluation, we have kept parameters for academic as well as the co-curricular activities. And through this evaluation methods, term-wise, we are tracking progress of the students, and to ensure the quality nurturing or to ensure the students' quality, we have a mentoring system in our institute. In this mentoring system, every teacher or every teaching staff is a mentor for a group of students. So let's say one student is allotted to a dedicated mentor, and this mentor is keeping their records and tracking their progression. And if any obstacles while progressing the students, this mentor is becoming a troubleshooter for this obstacle, and this is the facilitator for that students. So term-wise, through concurrent evaluation system, we are tracking students' progression to ensure the quality enrichment on the students. Also, with this tracking, continuous tracking, we have outcome-based education system implemented in this institute, which is, we can say, with special reference to NBA guidelines, as well as even nowadays, NAC is also focusing on the outcome-based education. So through this OBE outcome-based education system, students and students' learning is tracked by just course outcome or program outcome based through this term-wise manner. So every student's progression of each course and each course objective has been kept recorded and tracked through this course teacher as well, through this OBE method or outcome-based method. Through this, if some students are lacking behind in the achieving their targeted objective, course teacher in meanwhile or at the mid of the term, if they found some students are lacking behind to achieving this objective or course objective, at that time they are implementing remedial classes for those who are weak learner as well as those who are advanced learner. The students are facilitated for the advanced learning methodologies like MOOC. Their advanced needs can be identified, and this course teacher is facilitating advanced learning tools for such as students, those who are having advanced learner. So I think learner level identification is one of the crucial tasks of this institution, which ensures who are the learner and how we are facilitating. According to learner level assessment, students have been categorized in the advanced as well as the slow learner, and according to their needs, institute or course teacher is providing the remedial classes for the slow learner as well as the MOOCs and advanced learning material for the advanced learner to suffice their needs, and we ensure every student has a right to learn from the institute. Though they have a different needs and different situations to get the knowledge, we are facilitating them customized and personalized focus for them.
Okay, so moving on to the next question. How do you tend to build an industry connect with this program?
Well, this is the very crucial question or point of the discussion over here. Our institute is having a MOU and collaboration with the corporates as well as NGOs as well as the local service providers over here. So through these MOUs, agreements, and linkages, our institutional students are getting benefited. For example, if we have a training need for our institutions, direct or practical exposure of the industry for our students, we have MOU with the training partner as well as the direct industry personnel. So our students are getting directly training from them through these MOUs and collaborations. Also, we have linkages like SAP, skill development programs, skill training partners or agencies of the government. So such a partners or such a service providers are helping our students in the training needs. As well as for the placements also, we have direct tie-up or MOU with the agencies as well as the direct corporators where vacancies are there. Through this, we are ensuring our students nurturing and students learning.
Okay. Sir, what were the challenges that you have faced while including this program in your curriculum?
Certainly, while our SWOT analysis, we found we have a strength also as well as some weaknesses also. So if we say about the challenges, we can say the students, first of all, input students for these institutions are coming here. If they are having a well grown up, if they are having a well aspirants, well desired, certainly we are offering a well. Some cases, as per the students and parents' cooperation concern, we are also very much worried about this. If we say or if we compare our rural students, being a rural students, their parents as well as the students also having a less aspirants, or we can say having their less capabilities while pursuing their graduations. If we say if we have a good parent repos, if we have a good support from the parent as well as the students for dedicated learning, certainly we can have very much output compared to the current output. But nowadays, we can say inputs which we are receiving through this admission process, certainly it must be improved so that we are giving much more compared to the current. So I think this is a challenge for us. Parental concern or parental support to the students and students' aspirations as well as the students' basic graduation capabilities, that are challenges for us institutions like us being situated in the rural areas.
Okay. Sir, what are the different types of projects that the students are working on through this program?
We have a compulsory projects for the students, and students are generally working on the area of specializations over there, and as per their area of interest, they are selecting their topic. But while considering or selecting such a topics, we are focusing on the issue based or solution-based methodology over here in this research. So we can say students are working on the industries and their issues and solving their issues of the industries. We have some students are working on the entrepreneurship problems and issues based in the rural entrepreneurship, as well as some students are working on the service quality issues in the rural market, as well as some students are working in the industrial zone or small manufacturer, their issues. So students are solving some industrial issues through some research projects or some internship projects over here.
Okay. Sir, moving on to the last question of the day. What are the benefits and career options available after pursuing these courses?
See, MBA is one of the master degree in the business administration, and as we know, which is the common for all, let it be technical graduation as well as the let it be commerce, arts or science graduate. So if you pursue this program, or if students are approaching to this program or completing this program, certainly students having a different approach and different opportunities in the market compared to the plain graduate or any commerce or any science graduates in the postgraduates in the market. So if we say students are completing this MBA program, they are having a different or unique portfolio compared to their regular graduate portfolio. Let's say students are completing HR program in this management degree. So students are having a good profile in the recruiting and the training perspective or in the HR department. So if we say students are completing marketing program from this MBA program, so students are having a good we can say considerable comparatively good packages or job role responsibilities compared to plain graduates, we can say, or MA, MSc, MCom students, or even ME students also. If students are coming for MBA from DE background or engineering background, certainly he or she can make career in the managerial level also, compared to if students are coming with the BE and ME, he or she may be work in the supervisor or executive for long. But if students are completing this management program or management degree, now our students are in the management cadre after, we can say, 2 to 5 years of the experience in the line. So instead of doing MBA, students are directly coming to the market. They are having a long struggle to come in the management level. But if students are coming here and completing MBA program and joining in the market or industry, certainly they are having a good number of chances to be in the managerial cadre in a few years of experience.
Thank you, sir. That's all for today. And thank you for sharing your availability for the interview session. Have a great day, sir.
Thank you, sir.